If you're a human, it's highly unlikely you're feeling pretty stressed out right now, this time of the year. I know I'm feeling the pressures, and the only advice I can give to you really is if everything's getting a bit overwhelming with the pressures of trying to get this and that done for Christmas, or just general daily life, because general daily life is quite high pressure in the world we're living in right now, is to just kind of stop when you can, focus on your out breath, calm it down, and just say to yourself, you know, what's the worst that could happen? If I don't get this thing done, if I'm not prepared for Christmas, you know what? We make things very irrational in our minds when we get stressed and overwhelmed like this. And it's best to try and bring it down and say, you know what? If I forget something, then I'll just apologise. Nothing's as bad as it seems. And trying to just find that place, that space where you can just calm down, get a little bit rational, and everything seems a little bit calmer, because otherwise you get caught in this whirlwind of stress, and that causes anxiety. And then, you know, you're caught up in this circle of overwhelm and stress and anxiety, and overwhelm, stress and anxiety. And one of the problems is, especially for most of us, but with the younger generations that are coming through, is that they've been born into this lifestyle now, this way of living that is normal. And in one sense, well, yeah, of course it is normal, but for the previous generations, they've had time to adapt. New generations have been thrust into this new way of living, which is so fast paced, and we think it's normal, and kids are breaking down left, right and centre. There's heightened levels of anxiety, heightened levels of depression, and the world is going, oh wow, this is strange. Why? It's because what we think is normal isn't. So people are just doing normal life, getting anxious, getting depressed, getting stressed, and going, well, I don't understand it because I'm just being normal. But the problem is that normal isn't normal anymore. You know, that's what the pace of life has sped up so quickly. Normality we don't even know what normality is, and we need to bring it back down, and we need to look at life balance. Because if you are feeling anxious, if you are feeling depressed, if all these feelings are coming on, it's highly likely there's a lack of balance in your life in some area, or you're doing too much, or you're trying to do too much, or you beat yourself up for not doing enough. You know, only when we can calm things down and put things on the table, see what we're doing in our lives, and then pinpoint in those areas where we're perhaps doing too much, not doing enough, overly stressed here. Because most of the stuff that's making us feel this way is environmental, in the sense that it's what we're doing, it's the habits we're living that are causing us to feel like this way. So we have to identify what habits are causing us to feel this way, and then we need to look at changing those. Not until we do that can we make the changes, can we feel better. So the first thing is awareness. Become aware of what's causing you to be this way. Then we have to be disciplined enough to make the changes.